So just bring you guys the latest when it comes to the rematch between Oleksandr Usyk and Anthony Joshua. To those who don't know, Usyk has left Ukraine. As we all know, Ukraine is currently being invaded by Russia. There's a war going on, and Usyk was allowed to leave, and he has left, and he has now started training camp for this rematch. And as you guys can tell by the title, June is the date. June is the month. Boxing Scene wrote an article about it. As you guys can tell by the headline, Usyk Joshua rematch. Location is still in talks. Several offers on the table. And if you read the article, it talks about the fight possibly taking place on June 25. That's the planned date right now, which is less than a few months away from now. I think June 25 should be a good date. And it says here in the article that Saudi Arabia has apparently offered $120 million. $120 million to have this rematch take place in Saudi Arabia. $120 million is a lot of money if you ask me. Now, I don't know what the details are for the pay and all that, because I'm sure they already agreed on the pay in the first fight. This rematch is happening due to a rematch clause. Joshua activated the rematch clause. Usyk has no choice but to fight him. Now, if Usyk stayed at the war, I think it would be understandable for him to do that. But he has decided to leave Ukraine and fight Joshua to defend his titles, defending his IBF, WBA, WBC heavyweight titles against Joshua. Oh, not WBC, WBA, WBO, and IBF heavyweight titles. WBC is held by Tyson Fury. But yeah, with that 120, if that $120 million offer is legit, I think it will be taking place over in Saudi Arabia. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I don't think a venue or a network will be offering that much money to have this rematch take place in the UK or in the US or somewhere around the world. I think Saudi Arabia, they have money to spend. They have all that oil money to spend. To those who don't know where Saudi Arabia is, because there's people out there who don't know what it is, a simple Google search will do, and just go to the maps, and it's right there in the Middle East, right below Iraq, right above Yemen and Oman, and it's east of Egypt. This country already has hosted a big event. To those who don't know, the rematch between Joshua and the Ruiz took place over here in Saudi Arabia. Over here in Saudi Arabia, I think in Riyadh. I think it was Riyadh, if I remember correctly. That's where it took place. There's been a lot of boxing lately here in Dubai, here in the UAE. They've been hosting a lot of boxing lately. It's crazy. Yemen's just right there. If you guys don't know, Yemen, there's a war going on in Yemen right now, like a civil war, with both sides being backed by the U.S. Like one side being backed by the U.S. and one side being backed by Russia, I believe. I don't know all the details about what's going on in Yemen, but there's a civil war going on in Yemen right now. And I think Saudi Arabia is also involved in the war in Yemen. So anyway, with all that money, I think it will go to Saudi Arabia. I think it will, unless Eddie Hearn is willing to take less money to have this rematch take place in the UK or in the US. But yeah, with all that money, I think it will go to Saudi Arabia. And Eddie Hearn's already familiar with hosting an event in Saudi Arabia with the rematch of Joshua and Ruiz. So I don't think he'll have, like, they had to build a whole new venue for the Joshua Ruiz event. So they have to use that venue. And looks like this will be, taking place there at that same venue. Maybe, possibly. Anyway, I'll keep you guys updated. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And like always, have a great day. All right, thanks.